we all should be at this screen here. Again, this is kind of a simple Java-based utility. So, all right, so here's how the software works. Pretty straightforward. You've got your kind of command bar here on the top. And I'm going to start by drawing some walls. So I'm going to click on this wall, create walls tool.
What? You can barely see that. Yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
Remove run tools. Yeah.
It's the best I can do. So there's like the on your toolbar here, you've got this arrow here. You have the pan tool, looks like a hand, and then just to the right of that, we have our create walls. And they have two views here. We have our grid here, and then underneath it is an isometric view. So I'm going to start here at 0, 0, and I'll draw a first wall here that's, say, 18 feet. And then I'll go over, and you'll notice as I'm drawing my walls, and our isometric view is automatically showing me what we've created so far. So this will be kind of a large, say, living room here. And then just hit escape to exit creating walls there. And then I'll just draw another wall here. This will be a kitchen maybe. And this kind of a small bathroom maybe. Well, and let's see. I'm gonna make this be the entrance right here. Go in a little bit. So here's my house, and we can see in our isometric view here. So I'm going to make this kind of be the entryway. I thought this would kind of be a garage, and then a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and then kind of living room area. So we have our walls in place. Next thing we want to do is add floors. So right to the right of our create walls is create rooms. Okay, and there's two ways you can do this. The first way is to click on each corner of the room. So here's my first room. I didn't quite place that right. So this is my living room, which is 329 square feet. Automatically calculates that. So I just clicked on each corner, or if you just double click inside a room with this tool, it'll automatically fill up that space with your area. So the only time you really kind of manually want to do it is if you had an open wall for some reason. So you had maybe a kitchen that flowed into the living room, so you could kind of manually do it. But I'm just going to quickly double click on all of my rooms here. And there we go. And then if you right click, let's see. So I'm now in my pointer tool, this arrow here. I guess it's our selection tool. And I'm going to double click on a floor. And this is going to give me my modify rooms. So I'm going to just have my floor displayed, and I'm also going to click display ceiling. And then for my floor display, I'll just call this my living room. I'm going to select texture. I'm going to click on my texture. And I'm going to go with a blue tiles, I guess, for my living room. Just kind of hoping for like a carpet. And my ceiling, I'll just pick kind of a beige-ish color. And then for my walls, go with the same color. Actually, I've decided I'm going to go with a brighter ceiling here. And then my floor for my living room, I'm going to make kind of shiny. Okay, here. So I can see my living room. I've now have a floor applied to that space. I'll do the same thing for my kitchen, except this time I'll make these floor tiles are kind of cool. And then I'll use that, oh, here we go, gray tiles for the bathroom. And I'll do that same tiles here. It's just a hallway. And then for the bedroom, maybe I'll go with a wooden floor. And then for my garage, I'm just going to go with a kind of concrete color. All right, so I've got my rooms and floors all set up. You guys feel free to go through and make your walls and things different colors. So now we want to start placing objects. So on our left-hand side here, you'll see these folders here, and each of these folders represent usually rooms here. So I'm going to start by adding some doors. So I'm going to go to doors and windows here. And I'm going to start with find a I don't really see any doors that look like good. I don't really see any doors that I particularly like for a front door, but
nice French door.
for a front door.
The garage door? The French door?
Which door can be your front door?
So I'm placing my door, and I can decide how I want my door to open based on kind of what side I put it on the wall here. So you can see as I move my door around, it's all these different areas. So I'm going to have my door open in, like so. And then for my garage, I'll put in this garage door, which you've noticed I put in my garage door, but my garage door is larger than my wall here. So I could either extend my wall or make my garage smaller. Now, if you look closely, let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Each time, every object has at least 4 different points to it. So the top points here, I have a scale icon, and then I've got an icon, looks like an arrow pointing up or down. This is to judge how high the object is, meaning that like if you had a painting that you're putting on a wall, you'd adjust how high the painting would be, or a light fixture, maybe a wall light fixture, something like that. And then the other corners of the object, this is to scale how high it is, and then this is to rotate the object. So I'm going to want to scale my object in a bit. So that looks good. So looking at my garage door here, I can see I've got my very boring front door with a garage door next to it.
How do you move in the thing?
In which, the top or bottom?
Top.
So there's a couple things you can do by scrolling your mouse wheel up or down, or if you, like in CAD, if you hold down your space bar, that'll activate the pan tool. It should. So no matter what your tool you're in, and then if you hold down your command button and scroll your mouse wheel, that'll zoom you in and out. All right, so now I'm going to throw in some doors inside. So I'll have a door going into my garage, door going into my bedroom, bathroom, and then I'm going to do a door frame, which is just kind of an open door. I'll place that in my kitchen, and I'll place one here, and then I'm going to place another one here, and I'm going to use my scale here, and I'm going to make it go the full length here. So if you see what I just did, I took a door frame and I made it larger, so it kind of opened up my living room. And I will do the same thing to my kitchen.
How do you delete like portions of a wall?
So what I just did, because I wanted to open it up, I dropped this door frame, so it's basically a frame without a door in it,
Yeah.
and then I scaled it so it was really wide.
Okay. So you just put that where a wall.
That's what I did. You could also go through and delete a wall and just add parts of walls, but in real life, this is typically what's kind of done. Okay, now I'm going to add some windows, bring some light into my house. So here's some nice, cool, large windows. And then I'll put some French windows in my kitchen. Oops.
How do you move in the second one? How do you like pan in the second
So it's kind of like, imagine like an orbit.
Is there any way to like move or no?
There is. If you go to okay, so you right click, and then I think it's virtual visit, and then here you can actually walk through your house. So we can. So I'm in virtual visit mode. Here's my living room, and then this is my little kitchen, and then going my small garage. It's my garage. Yeah, it's a teeny house. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna put some more windows in my bedroom.
How do I get out of
Wait, are we submitting like a really thing?
What do you mean?
Like, we have to make a real house that's like a,
Yeah.
Other than Charleston, like,
or maybe it's mess around.
And let's see. And then I'm putting in some smaller windows in my kitchen,
Is there like a walk around option?
which will leave room for some cabinets. And then I'll put one of those. I'll put one of those in my bathroom as well. And a small. I'll put a couple windows here in my garage. All right, so I've added all my doors and I've added a whole bunch of windows. It's looking cool. Now I'll go into kitchen. And so these are appliances for the kitchen, which I don't know who has a clothes washer in their kitchen, but so I've got a oven, refrigerator. Better move that. And put in a cabinet.
Is there TV lights? A TV unit. Well, you can tell this is an
And a sink. And squeeze in one more cabinet in there. Shrink it just a bit. So if I go back to my virtual visit, I see one modification that I want to make. I'm gonna, when I go to my kitchen here, you can see I have this open wall here, and I'm going to place my refrigerator right here, but you can see that looks kind of weird with my wall, so I'm going to click on my wall here and just bring that in a bit.
That doesn't look weird. It's pretty cool.
You staring at the back of your refrigerator?
Here in the living.
Yeah.
Maybe you turn it
Uh,
around, it'd be more convenient.
Could be. And let's see. Let's see if there's a table of some kind in here. So here's just a table I'm putting in the kitchen. Change it a little bit. Rotate it. And all right, then for my living room, I'm going to put a TV on the other side of this wall. Actually rotate this a little bit. So to rotate, I'm going to hit the little corner. It has a little rotate icon. Rotate this. Decide I maybe want to make this TV a little bit larger. There you go. It's more my style. And then I'll put a little coffee table here.
Did the things like actually operate?
So there's my TV. There's my coffee table. It's a sofa. Rotate that in place here. Maybe throw in a couple plants here between my windows.
How realistic does this house have to be?
Not very.
I just don't see what else.
And maybe a little room for a bookcase right here. And then throw a couple plants in my hallway here.
A huge sink.
And let's see, I'll put a small table right here. So here's my little entry area. Okay, so now I'll go into my bathroom here. I don't really have room for a bathtub, but I'll throw in a shower, toilet next to it here, and then a sink right here. Actually, I don't like that one. Use this one. And then last, I'll go to my bedroom here and throw in a double bed. And I've decided I'm going to put in a door here that'll lead outside, but I'll put a dresser right here. I'll put a nice double doors here. All right, so not the best feng shui, but
Mr. Porter, how do you
It's all you.
Oh, virtual visit. We're questioning your feng shui.
yeah. All right, so now
I can't.
I've got my whole house in
I
place.
can't jump. How am I supposed to?
What I want you to submit I'm just going to save this here. Okay, so if you go to File and Print,
Oh, because it's there so you can watch the washers while they're washing.
and then instead of actually printing it, I want you to click on PDF here and go Save as PDF.
Right when you take a shower, you can immediately print your own.
Saving this as my home.
Oh, I'm in the aquarium.
And then,
How do you save it?
so you basically go to, I'll show you one more time here. So we go to File and Print,
Right.
but don't actually print it. Instead, I want you should have this little PDF icon here. And you'll click Save as PDF. Everybody see that?
Wondering what's in here.
And documents. So what I want you to submit today is a file that's going to look like this PDF that I just saved. 4 pages long. It starts a list of all the materials that you used. So these are my doors, door frames, windows, all the furniture. Then here's a top view of the home.
Oh, this is the garage.
Well, that's so slow to load. But you should have this, and then pick a good view, isometric view or walkthrough view, something that you think looks good as your last view there.
Save as PDF.
It should. So, spend some time on it. Think about what's a logical flow of the house. Try to kind of minimize hallways. Use space wisely. If you have some real weird, awkward space, make something I didn't do, which I should have done, is make some closets. So think about that in your design. Theoretically, you can have multiple floors on this, but I didn't do it. You can also throw in some dimensions. So, like CAD, you can either click on points that you want to dimension, or if you just double click on something, it'll automatically dimension that wall. I can dimension objects just by clicking the object.
Oh, look at this. This place.
So if any of you feel really ambitious, you can right-click here on your grid, and you can hit Add Level. And this brings you up 1 floor. And you'll notice you still have, on my grid here, I still have an outline of my bottom floor. And I can go through and create a top floor. So, not that way. Okay, stop that. Okay, let's try this again. And we'll have to add our floor here. And then so here's our bottom floor, and then I can go up to my upper floor here. And so at my bottom floor, in my hallway, I guess I'll need to add some stairs. So how about a spiral staircase? Easy to fit.
Mr. Brenner, why does the weighting in your grade book only add up to 70%?
I don't know. I'm bad at math. So it's new Common Core math. I wouldn't expect you to understand it. So here's my little spiral staircase that comes up to my second floor. So there you go. Get creative. Make homes larger than mine. Explore all the different furniture. That might kind of give you ideas. Add some lights.
Where is there no carpet texture?
Oddly, no. You just kind of have to pick a color.
What?
1,000 square feet.
How much is 1,000 square feet?
Yeah.
It would be like a very large room or a very small house.
Oh, okay.
Very small. Alright, so. Alright, so I guess enough for today. Any questions on what to submit? Submitting your PDF?